This video, I wanted to cover some new stances or poses, whichever you want to call them, and also talk a little bit more about the ones I've already covered in my previous stances and poses video. What I see a lot on YouTube is people who, when they're doing a pose, let's say, they go into it and they just stand there. I mean, they really don't get into it the way that you see people do it in the movies. I'll take the example of Toad in X-Men, that spin I showed you before, that one there. When you see him do that, he doesn't do it lackadaisically. He does it with intent. You know, he brings it up, he swings it, and he gets down, he crouches into it, and he really makes you believe that he's badass or something. So that's what I want to cover basically here, is if you're going to do a stance or pose, you know, do it with intent, try to make it really look good. So, you know, if you're doing an overhead, don't just stand there and do it. I mean, really exaggerate it and get into it, okay? Make it like a power stance when you get into it. Same is true with with that one. Like I said, I get into those with flowers. However, I don't make it seem like, you know, I'm just there doing it. I really, when I do it, you know, I get into it, make it seem like I'm coming after you after that, okay? Same is true with that backward stance that I showed you. So as I come out of this one, you know, really drive yourself into it. Let's see. So that's mainly what I wanted to cover with the ones I've already shown you. Is if you're going to do them, I would say slightly exaggerate that movement. So, like this one, as I come out of it, I'm going to really swing into that overhead, and then into that. So I really look like I'm going to be coming after you after that, okay? A couple of other ones I wanted to show you, specifically how to get into them, is again, this one I get to from the flower, and what it is a side stance, like that. The way I get into this one, now first of all, I use the Ray Park version of the flower, which, as I showed you before, involves some pretty interesting finger work on the left hand. Try to do it one hand. Basically that motion with the left hand, which is a bit awkward for some people, but if you practice it enough, it'll become, I mean, it'll be just super easy. So, as I bring the staff to my right side, I'm basically just going to let my right hand go away and do the exact same movement with my fingers. Okay, I'll try to do it slow. So if you basically watch my left hand, it's doing this thing all the time. When I come to my right side, I'm just doing the exact same thing. And to catch, I'm going to do that, and then catch it at the butterfly position. And then just bring it over as I step back into the sideways stance. I'll do that from the side so you can see it a little bit. So from here, roll, catch, to there, okay? And the other way to do this is to do it with the right hand and a finger roll. So when I bring it here, I roll it like that over, which looks like that. Now that's the just the one-handed sideways stance. You can also get into like a proper fighting stance with this. Step back a bit, like that. So this is like a good staff fighting stance, because you can come in, you know, with whatever. It keeps you mobile and such. Now that was the first way of doing it. You could also easily do it with the finger roll way, which looks a little bit better, I think. Those are a couple more stances to get into. You know, this one really looks good if you're at a convention or something and you really want to look like a Sith. Again, those ways you can actually get into from crossovers as well. If I'm doing the basic crossover, I can do an advance on this side into either one of those. So basic, 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 advance into the stance. Basic, 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 advanced. There's your stance. So there's just some ways to get into those stances. The last thing I wanted to show you is how to get into the set, what I call the set position, and that's the Darth Maul way of doing it. And to show you that, I actually have my little cheap Hasbro plastic Darth Maul saber. Yeah, one of those things. I'm actually waiting for a proper saber from Ultra Sabers, which should be coming soon. Then I'll do some videos with that, hopefully. But this is just to illustrate that, getting into the set position. So, if you've watched episode 1, you know that when we see Darth Maul in that final fight on Naboo, you see him do that thing there to get into that set position. Now what he's doing there, I'll break it down. First of all, it's on his hip. He takes it off the hip and just stands, okay? Back up a little bit. Now the first move in order to do this is you're going to bring the staff up in front of you. Staff up in front of you to this position, okay? So up here. Your palm is facing your face. You're also going to step forward once. So that much again. Up and step. From here, you're going to turn the staff over, grab, and bring it down while stepping again. So, from there, and turn it over, grab, step, and bring it down. And then from there, you can just pull your hand back like he does. So, slowly, from this position, up and step, turn, grab, step again, and down. That's to show you with the actual hilt. That can easily be done with a staff as well, where you're just standing here, bring it up, over, and back. Okay, once again, up, over, and back. From there, you can go into figure eights, go into flowers, overheads, whatever you want to do. I mean, again, that's the set position, which basically all techniques start from. Front spins, whatever. So that's mainly what I wanted to cover in this video. Is I'll do a quick recap. The stances I've already shown you. If you're going to do them, whether it be part of your routine, just out practicing, whatever, really do them, really get into them, over-exaggerate a little bit, you know, really make it look like you want to do it. Pretend like you're one of the people in the movies that do it. Just really make it stand out, make it seem like you have intent behind it. Then we had the side position, the fighting stance and the ways to get into those, either with the left-hand finger roll, the right-hand finger roll, or the crossovers. Okay, so that's what I want to cover in that video. As of right now, I can't think of any other videos to do with staff. As soon as my Ultra Saber arrives, I'll probably do that routine with the saber staff, so you can see it at night maybe. But then I'll start getting into the single and the double blade work, the dual wielding blade work. So, until then, thank you for watching, and see you later. Bye.